Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this tutorial on the Globus file transfer service. We'll start at the Research Computing Learning portal. We will go through installing a Globus personal connector, connecting to UVA data transfer nodes or DTNs, transferring files, and then we'll go over some common errors that you might experience in using Globus. Globus is a non-profit service for fast, secure, and reliable data transfer. It allows you to transfer files between one computer to another, such as between your laptop or lab workstation and our central computing resources, Rivanna or Ivy. Globus has several advantages, especially for transferring large files or folders. It is fast, it is error correcting, and it runs in the background. Using a VPN is not needed to transfer to and from UVA systems. In fact, the high security VPN cannot be enabled when you're using Globus. Globus is approved for transferring sensitive data to or from the UVA high security zone since our DTNs encrypt files in transit, so PII and HIPAA data are protected. Now let's go over some basic Globus terminology. A collection refers to a computer server or folder containing data. A collection can exist on Rivanna or your personal machine. Your personal collection is a set of folders on your local computer. Globus starts with a default set of folders, but you can add more. The personal connector is a software package that you install to your local computer. It runs in the background and manages transfers to and from that computer. UVA Standard Security Storage is the collection for Rivanna storage, as well as Research Standard and Research Project storage. UVA Ivy DTN is the collection for Ivy Central Storage. A shared collection is a collection that you can share with other Globus users. We'll start by installing the Globus personal connector on a computer. In this example, I will be installing it on a Windows computer. First, I'll open this link and download Globus Connect Personal. Be sure it's for your operating system. Once it is downloaded, install it in the usual way for your operating system. You must provide a unique name to your personal collection. Make it distinctive and easy to find with a search. The name that I choose for my collection is Eubanks Desktop. Once the installation completes, you can add more folders to your collection if you wish. Right-click the Globus icon and select Options. Under Access, click the plus icon. When the dialog box appears, browse to the folder you want to make accessible to Globus and click Choose. We are now ready to transfer files. We'll go to the Globus website. Click Login at the upper right. You should sign in under Use your existing organizational login. Type University of Virginia as the organization. This will bring up a NetBadge login page. Once logged in, you'll be in the File Manager. In the Collection text box, start typing the name of your personal collection. For this example, I will be transferring files to Rivanna, but the process is the same for Ivy. Once it appears, the icon on the left should be green, showing that it's active. Here we see the contents of the default directory, which is Documents for Windows and Mac OS. I can navigate to other folders starting from the up arrow, up one folder icon. Suppose I want to transfer the Jefferson AI folder. First, I must select a destination. Go to the Collections text box on the right and start typing. A search box will appear. For Standard Security Storage, choose UVA Standard Security Storage. The green icon on the left confirms it's active, while the green columns icon on the right indicates it's a managed collection. Choose that collection. You should be returned to the File Manager page. The standard security folders to which you have access will fill in. You may need to click through to your specific folder in Home, Scratch, and so forth. I'll now select my Jefferson AI folder in my personal collection pane. Select a folder in my UVA storage if I want it deeper than the top level, then click Start with the arrow pointing towards the destination. The transfer should begin automatically. Transfers to and from the Ivy DTN are done the same way, but we would start by choosing that DTN as the destination. You can share folders on the Managed DTNs. Only Managed DTNs can create shared collections. You cannot share folders from your personal collection. Check the box by the folder or file you wish to share. Click the Share icon on the left of the pane. You will be asked to create a collection name. As usual, be sure it is unique and memorable. You can then invite people to join the collection. Now let's talk about some common errors that we have with Globus. So if you have more questions, you can simply go to this website and get a more in-depth answer to some of your problems that you may be encountering. Health system users may find that there's a firewall that prevents Globus from connecting. You'll need to ask HIT to complete the connector installation for you. It's important to note as well that Globus does not work while connected to the UVA high security VPN. Be sure to disconnect from the high security VPN before attempting a transfer. Another common error is that you may find your transferred folders are empty. Most often this happens because you have a file somewhere in that folder with bad permissions or bad characters in the file name. If you see this, when you start your transfer, be sure to choose Skip Files with Errors in the options. And then finally, if you can't connect to UVA standard security storage at all, it might be because your eServices account has expired. You can refer to the notes at the RC Learning site. Globus also has a lot of documentation at their site. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and we hope it was helpful.